first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Jackson now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on third and inches. Jackson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, Taylor. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Now a give right side. Taylor, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 26. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Yellow, Argelati! Hey, watch the ball, On third down, here's Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So that'll back him up 5. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Mahomes again. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the draw, this is Ingram. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
The give to Taylor. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Third down.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Tucker's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Eluding the pressure right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. Room here to run. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run the counter. Taylor. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Derek Nottie makes the tackle. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
48 for me. Hey, Ripley. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check 48's the mic.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with a field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
It's a foot race. The 30, 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Tucker with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Check safety. General, West. Attack. Mike 48, Mike 4. Charlie, double dog. That's the way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes Flushed out right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson going to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 51 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Well, now a carry here for their fullback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Tucker's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run it with Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he finds a man. That's Watkins. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 13. Check 13.
shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
First down, Ravens.
Ready? 59, 50. They gonna need some therapy after this. Check it out.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run with Ingram. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter,
Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, 17's yours. Watch 17.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Here we go with Williams. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
They had to convert there on fourth down, and they ran the football. Major surprise, but they pick it up. Now they've got to really hurry.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Safety creep. 50, yellow. 15.
They'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
I don't need to.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
65. Hey, 15. 48.
Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Normally sure-handed Sammy Watkins had it and lost it, but it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
48, Mike. 48 outside. Watch your slap.
To throw is Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One final try for Mahomes. And, oh, Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.